She's a thirsty, thirsty girl. As y'all can see, it is late in the day, and yeah, we're still gonna try to go pick a little cotton. We've been working on this thing all day, myself and Tennessee tractor. We finally got all the bugs worked out of it. The drum speed problems that we had actually turned out to be corrosion in the plug on the wiring harness coming out of each row, so I had to repin several of those plugs. Those went away. Got the $2,200 wheel position sensor changed, and looks like it's operating okay. And then I never could do a rock shaft calibration on the machine before we started, and come to find out, this is what took us all afternoon. Thought the sensor was bad, but it wasn't bad. We just had to slot out the holes a little bit more to where we could actually rotate the sensor a little bit, because it get a little bit of wear up in there, so it would read right and calibrate. So I think everything's finally ready to go. All right, we ran out of wrap last night. I didn't want to load any more in the dark, considering I've only done this like once and didn't want to screw it up. So Kelly got the baseball bats. We're gonna throw some more wrap in here. All right, first thing we're gonna do is let the tailgate down to where we can get up there. Let it down about horizontal. I like that. Then let the ladder down. All right, here's an old roll of wrap. It is out of wrap. Yeah, it looks like it's still got plastic on there, but there's not enough for another roll. So anyway, we're gonna take this off, and then we're going to let this one back down, feed it through, and then we're going to load more wrap up here. All right, our gears are disengaged, so we should just be able just to roll it up. Yeah, don't get your fingers caught. All right, now just pick this up, and we chunk it off the back. Watch out, Drake. Go ahead and get this old one off there too.
Dirty.
All right, now a lot of people advised us to put talc on these rollers.
Lube it up real good, honey.
So these rolls kind of get sticky, and then that can then it cause problems with your wrap. We definitely don't want that. All right, now we're just gonna let another roll down on here, and we'll feed it through. Peel our little stickers off.
Not a good time.
I don't say you doing anything.
You just take it over.
All right, now it's got here's a diagram. Now it's got to go back over and under. So just go ahead and we're going to need some slack. All right, that might be enough.
I'll hold this and I'll roll it.
So you go, they can't hold it right.
Do you need my hand?
All right, now it goes over this roller between these belts right here in the roller.
No, cut it like this on top.
And then we pull it back. All right, and then there's a sensor right here. Make sure it's clean, not blocking with cotton, because that's what senses the stickers on here and lets it know how far and all that kind of stuff. All right, now we're gonna hold this button down and run the wrap on up in there. About right there behind that first bar that goes across. All right, this part's done. Now we can hold 4 more rolls up here in the scissor lift. So as high as this cotton's yielding, we're gonna load her up with 4 rolls, and that'll keep us picking a good long while.
And as high as this cotton's yielding.
Kelly, shut up.
Come on, that was funny. That was a good line.
All right, these arms right here, take them out, the arm off it. All right, this wrap can only go on here one way. This is the left-hand side. See, it says left over here, because this side's got the stickers on there. We install it the wrong way, we're gonna have a big mess.
All right,
so always make sure the left-hand side roll goes over here. So stick your bat in there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on, Hercules. You need to eat your Wheaties on wrap load days. All right, now we take our remote. Now we're gonna raise the tailgate up. All right, let's scissor lift down. All right, now pick the scissor lift up. And that's how easy it is, folks. Now we'll do this for 2 more rolls and we'll be fully loaded up. All right, Kelly thinks she can pick up these rolls. I think these rolls are 200 pounds a piece, so oh wait, 220 pounds, so 110 pounds on each end.
I'm gonna try. This is in my way, dude. Pick up 2 things.
Well, look at her. She's actually carrying it. Everybody give Kelly a slow clap.
Considering that, you know, this hand doesn't work, I think that was very good.
All right, it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock. We finally, I think we're finally getting going good. It's been a nightmare of a morning. I got to the field, picked a couple modules, and wasn't wrapping quite right on wasn't getting wrap on the edge of the module, and couldn't quite figure out why. I had my buddy Jordan, he was in the area, he come by and looked at it and saw that wrap was rolled up on the wrap feed for whatever reason. Anyway, unrolled it and working fine since then. Popping up a code for my turbo position, or my turbo actuator position acting up, and Jordan showed me what to look for on that. You know, spray some penetrating oil on it, hopefully that makes it go away. And then Andy was cutting some stalks and blew a metal hydraulic line on the tractor, blew the pipe straight out of the fitting. Anyway, I got to looking at it, one of the weirdest fittings I've ever seen. The pipe is held into the fitting by a snap ring, and part of the flange that the snap ring goes into was broke off. So took that back to the shop and kind of welded the snap ring back in there to where it couldn't come out. And so far it's holding, but there's another hour and a half down. So we picked a grand total of 4 modules so far today, and hopefully our problems are done and we're gonna be rolling on good now. Anyway, we're up here on the center farm, and I mean, absolutely beautiful looking cotton. This is actually some of our replant. I believe this is the first farm that we replanted. Phytogen 360, looks phenomenal. Not doing quite as well as a Dunlap farm. Of course, it was replanted. And anyway, had like a week and a half less growing season. So, you know, I wouldn't, you know, definitely wasn't expecting top yields out of it. But I mean, it's doing good for the most part out through here. You know, it's somewhere around 1,150, 1,200 pound cotton, which in a normal year is fantastic. You know, a few hundred pounds less than what the other farm did, but 1,200 pound cotton, I'll take it all day long. But anyway, my hope now is we gonna be picking cotton hard and heavy. You know, our cotton is quickly getting ready. We kind of spaced out our defoliation, but I mean, it's hot and it's windy, and I think all of our cotton will be popped open and sitting there waiting on us as soon as we can get to the next field. So we're gonna see how many acres we can push through this baler picker here. Our goal is to get this wrapped up as quickly as possible. I mean, we got maximum yield, maximum fiber quality right now, and as soon as that next weather event comes through, it's just going to go downhill. You know, we got a fantastic crop here, and we want to get it out and wrapped up in a module as soon as possible.
Back in the cotton field after a couple days in beans. My emotional support person is leaving to the airport today to go back to Oregon. So I'm going to get these marshmallows lined up before I have to leave, and then it'll just be Andy and Matt out here. Andy is having problems with the bush hog. We have hydraulic lines popping off. So actually we won't have to worry about bush hogging too much while I'm gone. It's about a 3.5 hour round trip to Memphis to drop off, and then I'll be back this afternoon. So until then, I'm gonna move some marshmallows.
Man alive, ain't that a pretty sight? Ain't nothing like Tennessee snow. Overall, I'd say we've had a pretty fair second day after the hiccups this morning. We've been running along pretty good. I can't really put this picker through its paces on this far just because it's so hilly, rough, curvy, inroads everywhere. You know, I'm not able to pick in second gear. I've had it in first all day, and a lot of times I haven't even had my hydro all the way forward just because of the rough terrain. I don't want to slam the headers into the ground and give them time to float and adjust and everything. But we sure have been pumping out a bunch of modules. I know Andy's been busy. Kelly had to go to Memphis today, carry a friend to the airport. But see all them modules over there. Andy's really been humping, getting them moved. Overall, yeah, I'm still loving this picker. It is really amazing. I mean, I don't have to stop for nuts. The only time I've had to stop is I think I've had 3 choke ups on the units. It's the only time I had to stop. I hadn't had to stop and dump or, you know, anything. Just everything right there on the go. However, there is something about this picker that I don't like. I know in the past on my old picker I complained about the really annoying alarm sound. Well, on this picker, apparently I don't have an alarm. Right down here is my monitor. You know, if I have a choke up or something, it pops up there, but that's not anywhere close to my line of view. I would love for the like a choke up alarm or drum speed alarm to be up here somewhere on the corner post where it's more likely to catch my eye. But I haven't had an alarm sound at all. Whenever it goes up, it pops up the warning down there, but no alarm whatsoever. And there've been a couple times I've had choke ups. You know, I'm watching the road, paying attention, and I don't know I've got a choke up until I hear the clutch on the drum slipping, which is well, you know, you should stop before that happens. And then I'll glance down there, and yeah, the alarm will be up, but I mean, I didn't know. And I've been all through this monitor. I've read all through the owner's manual looking for like a volume adjust for the alarm, and nothing. Owner's manual says an alarm will sound. I don't know if the alarm chime or buzzer or whatever it's got in here, I don't know if it's broken or what. But normally, you know, there should be a way to like adjust the volume and stuff, but I ain't found it. So for any of y'all with experiences on 7760 pickers, and I know there's some of y'all out there watching, If you can kind of tell me what it's supposed to do, like where the sound comes from, where the buzzer's at, or if it does it come from the monitor? Is there a way to adjust the volume? Because I sure ain't seen it. I'd appreciate a little help there. So far we picked 33 acres today and hadn't even really broke a sweat, and would have gotten a whole lot more done by now if we hadn't had to work on that freaking 4440 for a couple hours a day. So yeah, as long as everything works right on this picker, we don't have any major problems. We ought to make some pretty quick work of this cotton crop, which that's the reason I bought it. Get our cotton out sooner before weather gets it. That means we get our wheat planted sooner, hopefully make better wheat yields. And also we get done with harvest sooner, and I get to go home and start catching up on some rest sooner.
Uh-oh. We're racing somebody. To the middle bar or all the way to the top bar?
When it gets to the middle bar, it's ready to eject.
And then all the way across means it's out.
Yes.
Okay. Are you dumping it right there?
Yes.
Back to planting. Or no, we're not planting, we're harvesting. I'm tired.
I picked up a hitchhiker here on the side of the field. Someone who's admiring the picker. Wanted to see what it looked like on the inside.
So we're out here managing the marshmallows. The marshmallow manager. He has been the manager today since I have been gone.
They have been managed.
He has been managing all the marshmallows. Now I'm out here just kind of like, what do I do? Because it's only a 3-person job. So we're managing the mellows. We're about to spray the mellows. We're about to spray the mellows. So that one needs to be tagged and sprayed, and that one needs to be tagged right. So and then he's gonna get more mellows, and then we're gonna spray some out some more. So that's it from the marshmallow managers. Marshmallow man, marshmallow woman manager. However you want to say it, I don't care. However you identify yourself. What are you identifying as today? Marshmallower.
Yeah, we got a problem with this drum. Got down to grease it and it started slipping, and no, y'all can't see it, but the base of the drum right here is rubbing on the bottom of the cabinet. So it'll be one of 3 things. Either this whole tower stand here is warped on one side and hitting, or up here on top, up under this plate's a big nut and bearing that holds that whole assembly up, and the nut could have backed off, or the bearing is going out, letting the whole assembly drop down. So we'll do a little bit more investigating and see what we got to fix. All right, filling this one right here compared to this one right here. This one feels significantly cooler, so my bet is problem is this bearing right here. Well, the nut doesn't look loose. Give me that big crescent wrench. That's good and tight.
Sucks.
I'm gonna need a big socket for this. I don't know what size. What?
Definitely reverse thread. Or where are you going backwards?
No, It's regular thread. I forget how we popped that bearing out.
You can't roll it at all, can you?
No. Well, all the weight of the drum's off of there, it should just pop up. There we go. Yeah, it don't feel bad. It's mighty warm, but it don't feel bad. I can feel just a hair bit of roughness in there, but not anything that.
Not enough to stop it up.
That's the only thing it can be, unless this plate has collapsed down, which I don't. I've never seen that.
Yeah,
Not saying it ain't possible, but I ain't never seen it.
Well, it's still twisting just a little bit.
Hey, well, what we did, that bearing still seemed fine. We just tightened it back up and tightened that nut up real good, and I guess it pulled it up just enough to where it's running free. However, down there at the bottom, it's still closer than what the others are. I don't know if maybe my front part of my cabinet here is bent up a little bit or not, but it's running. We're gonna keep rolling. After we get done greasing the heads and loading more wrap up. Well, she drinks more than a relapsed alcoholic on a binge. Our fuel transfer tank here holds about 145 gallons. Pretty much every day that we run a full day, we want to make 2 trips back to the shop to fill it up. I'm going to have to figure out a different fueling solution for next year. Plus this 13 gallon per minute pump ain't gonna cut it when you got to pump probably 200 plus gallons every single day. And then got some advice last night from my buddy Jordan East about this turbo position actuator warning we kept on getting yesterday. He said spray it down good with penetrating oil at night, it soaks in, and do it again in the morning. And then work your actuator back and forth. He said the mechanic that he knows real well says these things will last forever, and it sure feels like it's moving good and free. Late last night, after working on this unit, we didn't pick anymore because it's getting late. We decided to go ahead and get the majority of the picker serviced and get an early start this morning. And it's got to fill it up with fuel, and I'm going to adjust the doffers on them. I like to do that about once every couple of days. Just need to snug them down a little. Like that. All right, got 11 more to go.